All right, everyone. Welcome back to Lake City Variety, episode 6 we're on.
Variety.
I think so.
Yeah.
And the
Wow.
jumpies are back. The soundbar is back.
Wow. We got some complaints about, even though we sound much better, we were too quiet.
Shout out to my sister who called me the moment she realized our sound was way too quiet.
Yeah.
Thanks, Levi's sister. We
yeah,
really
thank you,
appreciate
Levi's
that.
sister. Yeah.
Hey, Levi's sister, if you're listening to this one's for you. Thanks.
All right.
Awkward fade into silence.
Yeah, okay.
If you're not Levi's sister, that wasn't for you. So,
Yeah. So don't accept that thanks. It's not for you. Not meant for you.
But thank you for listening.
But we had, even though we had the good audio, we had to spend a while balancing everything. And Elliot really just hated how his voice sounded.
right.
So we had to put the
That's
filters
true.
back on it.
Yep.
Yeah, basically, last week I sounded like a massive freaking nerd, and I just sounded like the biggest idiot I'd ever known. So I wanted to change my voice back to what it's really supposed to sound like. So I'm just glad to be sounding normal again and not like a massive idiot.
I know.
Yeah, just not like a massive idiot. Yep.
He did sound... Well, okay. Yeah, he sounded like a pretty big idiot.
Yeah. Like a dumb boy. Anyway, last week, or the last week for me, has been kind of a blur. Just been busy with work and things like that. So I think I had stuff on Thursday that I was like, I can't wait to talk about this. And it's just like, it's
Just
all
disappeared.
gone. It's all gone.
Dude.
Was busy for like the 55th weekend in a row over the weekend.
Dude,
I was not.
Yeah,
Surprisingly. That's why.
I am very jealous. Next weekend is my first free weekend. Actually, my wife and my first free weekend where there's no travel involved, no friends coming over unless
Those
we
are
want to have
good.
people come hang out in over a year, because we have been together now for just over a year, like dating from when we started dating to now. And I used to commute like 2.5 hours every weekend to see her because we lived kind of far away from each other, like 100 miles away from each other.
Mhm.
And I've just been traveling every single weekend for over a year now, and I'm so ready just to relax.
It's really nice.
it's
when you
kind
can
of
relax.
sweet though.
It's
is.
kind of nice.
Now that you guys have a weekend free, you should like
Plan a getaway.
plan a
honestly.
getaway. Drive down to
Frick
where
you.
she's from, just to like.
we
reminisce
did
on
that
old-
over the weekend.
just to reminisce on good times.
We did that. We
Like,
got back from there
You could be
yesterday.
like, oh, Carly, remember
It's not
when I would make this drive down by
Oh.
myself to come and see
Just
you?
to prove my love for you.
I don't need to prove my love for her. She knows I love her.
Oh, that's
But
sweet.
she's starting her new job
That's
tomorrow,
why the
which
woman
is
gets
super
2.
exciting.
Let's go.
Nice.
Because just we finally got, as of today, every bit of name changing and all the paperwork done. It's all done, completely changed.
Whoa.
It's all good now.
There we
Took
go.
a long time. I mean, it didn't really. It's just like waiting on other people to do stuff. But last week, we were just like, hey, let's take a day off of work, or at least I'm gonna, and let's do that getaway that you guys were just joking about. So we drove down to Valley Fair
Nice.
just on a Thursday. Not a day. I asked my boss. I texted him like Sunday night. I was like,
Yep.
"Can I have Thursday off, please?" And then
Dude, that's sweet though.
yeah, we drove down there, and we went to IKEA after in Bloomington.
Cool.
IKEA's fun.
IKEA is okay.
So like, how's the fair?
You know, I haven't been there a couple times myself. I kind of
Mhm.
figured out how you do the ride order.
Right.
Yep.
Step one.
Okay.
We got
Is
there.
it high roller first?
No.
For my family, it's high roller.
No.
Anyways.
You must hit Excalibur first.
Oh, that's
Because it's
good.
in the opposite end of the park
Right.
where no one goes when it first opens.
Mhm.
We sat on that thing, only people on that roller coaster. We went on the ride. I get back. I'm doing the finger thing. Let's like round 2. Let's go. And they just go, "You want to go again?" Like, yeah. And then without stopping, just sent us again.
It.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah. And then we went back, and then we hit that the Renegade, that
Renegade's fun.
the newest one technically, even though it looks like garbage.
Yeah.
It's that. It's the wooden one, and Carly freaked out a little bit on that one.
I haven't been to
Has
Valley
she
Fair in a
been?
couple of years, but I've got some pretty interesting stories there.
Well, but yeah, I'd get like 4 years before is when I went, and like 2 or 3 years before is when she went.
Mhm.
So we've both been. I've been maybe 4 times now. But
Probably I think it was my first time up there. It was way back. My brother was maybe 6. Isaiah was probably 6. That's my guess, which probably puts it at like 17 years ago. So, like 17 years ago, we go to Valley Fair the first time. Whole family goes. There's a lot of us. And somehow my dad convinces us to go on the wild thing.
yeah,
And so,
yeah,
like at this point in my life, no, was it after? It would have been after 5th and 6th grade. So maybe that puts him at like 8, or anyways, regardless of age, he was probably 6. But anyways, and I was like 11 or whatever. And so we get on the wild thing, and we're like gearing up, and then you like go up this like monstrous hill.
yeah,
And they crank you up there real slow.
yeah.
And
It's
I'm
wild.
like I get halfway up, and as someone who's still terrified of heights, I was absolutely devastated. Like I was losing my mind. And then you get to the top, and then you just zoom straight through it. I don't even remember that first time, but aside from the fact that like I think my body hurt afterwards.
Yeah.
But we have probably the greatest picture of all time, which is my dad sitting beside my 6-year-old brother. I think he was 6, with the most like the purest look of terror you would ever see on anyone's face.
Yeah. Just shock white with terror.
It's almost comical, and that's the only picture I've seen my dad like buy at an amusement park, because it was just so worth
It's
it.
too good.
It's somewhere.
That's pretty funny.
Mhm.
When we went wild thing, we got there, was like a 10-minute line when we got to the wild thing. We were next group in the car. Broken. Ride's broken. Shut down.
No.
Yeah. For a while, it's like, okay, let's just leave because we'll come back.
Yeah.
Okay, we come back. It's been maybe 2 hours. It's fixed. We can see it up and running. We get back in line. Broken. Just broken.
That's comical right there.
Yeah, not great. And then the other one she wanted to do was Steel Venom, which is that one where you hang from it and it's a U.
Big U.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I have the wonderful, wonderful pleasure of being almost too tall for that ride.
Really?
Yeah, where they bring out the bar to check how tall I am. Like, so if that doesn't make you uncomfortable ever,
So
bringing
your
up
feet are like so close to the ground.
so close. I mean, technically not close because they lift out the thing,
Yeah.
but close enough to where I now feel like I have to lift my feet up when the thing. I do it now because I'm so scared that I'm just going to slam my foot into that concrete slab and just shatter my leg because they had to check my height. And I know my brother absolutely cannot go on that ride because he's like 2 inches taller than me.
Mhm.
And I can barely sneak through depending on how chill the dude who's running the ride is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, Carly wanted to go on that one. And I was just like, listen, it's a 45-minute line. I'm not waiting 45 minutes to be told, sorry, you can't ride with her because the one person who's running it is like, oh, I guess you're too tall because they're too short to see how the line on the stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not doing that. Because for some reason they have the too tall stick is near like the turnstile at the entrance to the like on deck circle and not at the entrance to the ride, which is dumb. But yeah, it's rough. The limit's 6'6". I'm only 6'5", but again, some people are just like sticklers about it, which whatever. There's other rides for me. Yeah,
The tall rides.
the tall people rides. I just ride the kiddie coasters and Camp Snoopy.
That's right. Mild thing. all me.
The mild thing. Dude, I'm a big fan of the Red Baron one.
Dude, actually, it looks kind of sweet.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah. But that was kind of cool. We just hit like the water park and everything in the middle of the day, which nothing exhausts you more than a water park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
There's
drains
just
you.
something about like standing out in the sun and climbing these massive wooden towers and then just like sitting in the chlorine all day.
Just kills you.
Yep. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's the trifecta of my bones hurt. Help! How did this happen to me? Yeah, but it was a really fun day, especially like a midweek break. But that was really fun. But now it's back to boring stuff, and then so this weekend we're finally free, and then the weekend after we have another wedding to go to, and then. And then we have something else to go to.
Yeah.
And then we might be free again. Yeah. So it's a lot of driving for me.
How's the driving on Elliot's end right now?
On my end, it's not
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
There's there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Just like to try to stay busy, I guess. And now that I don't have a job, I can basically just spend all my time driving to either go see the girlfriend or to go home.
Ooh,
to
the
family.
girlfriend.
Or
Disclose gender.
maybe why not both sometimes? So that was a big thing.
Your girlfriend sent my wife a text about the way I conduct myself on this podcast.
Yeah, she was pretty upset. So not only did she send your wife a text, but she brought it up to me as well. That the message got through to you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she seemed a little peeved.
No, I don't. It's probably not that, but she was actually probably really mad, just for a couple of minutes, which is good because that means that she cares.
That means she cares about the
Right.
quality of the show.
That's right.
Yeah.
Her
Thank
biggest
you.
complaint were of course
Shout out to Ruthie.
Paul.
Yeah, Ruthie,
burping
thank you.
into the microphone.
I've never burped in the microphone ever.
I also haven't heard a larger lie than that in my whole life.
What? What do you mean? Andy did most of the burping.
I think it was a shared effort.
I don't know. We were
Like
both
most things.
having a good night anyway.
Mm.
Yeah, we have a Twitter now. I forgot.
We have a Twitter?
We have a Twitter. We have one tweet.
What's the tweet?
Nice.
It's recording day.
Nice.
Yeah, put up this morning.
And Bucks in 6.
Bucks at 6, baby.
It's for the culture.
Yeah, for the memes.
That's Mr. Levi there, the biggest Bucks fan I know ever since I introduced him to the team.
As
As
someone
of-
who
as
does
of
not
2 weeks
follow
ago.
basketball.
As of 2 weeks ago, and you're like, oh yeah, they won.
So Levi, tell me about your favorite Bucks player here.
No, put the mic
No,
back
which
up.
one?
Put the
Which
mic
one?
back up to your face.
Help me out, please.
No,
Which
come
one?
on.
Tell me, do you like the tall guy that likes to run around, or
Dude,
like
there's
the,
literally the one guy who like stole the whole show.
Yep.
Yeah. Who is he?
He's my favorite.
Who is he?
I don't remember his name.
What's his name?
Do you
I
remember
need-
his nickname?
Yeah. What's his
Uh,
nickname?
What country he's from?
Yeah. Because he's not from here. He's definitely not from Wisconsin.
Oh, he's from Greece.
Yeah.
from Greece.
He's from Greece.
Oh, I remember that. Not his name.
Nice.
Not his name. All right.
Giannis
'Cause
Antetokounmpo.
Giannis-
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yep.
Shout out to Giannis
Fascinating.
Antetokounmpo, our number one fan of
That's right.
Lake City Variety.
He's the first sponsor that we really want.
The first spot, just out of his pocket money, he pays us to do the show. That'd be
I'm
funny.
just saying.
Yeah, I mean, could be a better things, but whatever. To each their own.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yep. As someone who does not generally follow sports, unnamed Lake City hockey team, sick.
Yeah, pretty okay. I
Bucks
I
and
go to a lot of the
6
games.
basketball
Just
team,
for the culture.
super sick.
Yeah.
And Dallas Cowboys, because
Are
my
you
dad.
kidding me?
What's wrong with you? Get
Get
out of here.
out
Get
of
out of this
here.
house.
That was my dad's
Get
That
out.
was my dad's.
Get
I almost
Get
said
out.
basketball team.
Leave.
That was my dad's football team growing up.
Go away.
I'm sorry.
I can.
You
accept
can't make me leave.
Paul's tradership to Wisconsin,
Hey, what do you mean?
You're not even from Wisconsin.
What do you mean traitorship to Wisconsin? You live here too.
But why?
You live here too.
No, I'm talking about.
I just
about
explained
the
it.
Packers and a football team. All right.
My
Green Bay
dad grew
Packers
up in
for life
Oklahoma.
here.
No, I'm not doing.
That's
Oklahoma
not an
has no
excuse.
home team, so they all cheered for Dallas.
That's not an
That's
excuse.
yeah.
though.
Okay. All right.
So
If you're from, even if you're from Dallas, you have to acknowledge that the Cowboys are just absolutely garbage.
My dad played the Dallas Cowboys in every football game known to man and made them an amazing franchise. So at least in
Great.
my dad's football career,
So only in your dad's imagination are the Dallas Cowboys a good.
that's my defense.
Let me tell
I state my
how
case.
How many Dallas Cowboys football games have you watched within the last 5 years?
0.
yeah.
I could also
How many Green Bay Packers football games have you last?
Probably also
Um,
0.
in those
anytime
last
they
5
played
years?
the Vikings. I've watched more Vikings games than Green Bay Packer games.
Yeah, but you did watch the NFC Championship at least the last 2 years with me.
Yeah.
So you've seen the Packers lose 2 NFC Championships.
Yeah.
Have I actually watched it the past 2 years with you?
Yeah.
Alright, that's how much I remember sports.
I've been out of town both those times. Once unheard from in a long distance place, and once
So-
just actually gone.
Yeah, talking about football now. Oh. let's,
The topics
get
that
on
you
this-
ready
matter.
for the next season?
Let's get on this topic. I'm so ready for
With
this next season.
with 2 out of the 3 of us who just don't care about football at all.
Right.
Yeah.
So who do you guys think that the Green Bay Packers are going to lose to in the NFC Championship?
Do you
this
want me
year?
to say the answer to that question?
You better not say the Dallas Cowboys. I would rather stop watching football than
The
than to-
Dallas Cowboys.
Shut up! You are a coward. You are a coward and an imbecile. I rescind your permission to say Bucks and 6. You no longer get to say it.
What?
Bucks and 6.
You don't get to say it anymore.
You don't even know who the Bucks
troll
are.
me.
Okay.
Will they
Levi,
play each other in this next?
If you can tell me the name of the player that we just told you, I'll allow you.
Giannis?
What's his
name.
full name?
I cannot tell you his full name.
Come on, butcher it. Just give it a try.
Come on.
Everyone
It's
butchers
like-
it.
Dada Chambe?
Yep. No, you're right. Actually,
Yeah,
That's dead
Didachambe.
on.
Giannis Didachambe.
Didachambe. The famous Greek basketball player.
From in Wisconsin, Giannis Didachambe.
Your starting forward, Giannis
Oh, God.
Didachambe. So what is a chambe and how did he do it?
Oh, God.
We're asking the hard-hitting questions here on
Right.
Lake City
We
Variety.
are. We are.
We got to take this thing on the road.
We do.
We got to go to Milwaukee. We got to find out what a chambe is.
And how did
Well,
he
no,
do
we have
it?
to go to
and how
Greece.
Giannis did it.
Giannis,
He
what is
might
a
be in
chambe?
Greece right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
He flew
Well, no.
the NBA.
Yeah.
Trophy.
Shout out to my favorite Greek person, Stavros Halkias. Anyway,
Stavros. Oh, okay.
yeah, Stavros Halkias.
He flew the NBA championship trophy and the Finals MVP trophy out to Greece, and I think he's doing a tour out there, or he just finished up with that or something. So
Nice.
he's out in Greece right now,
Yeah, he's just hanging out in his home,
doing a chambe as
where people are
always.
throwing plates on the ground.
Yep.
People throw plates on the ground?
Well, because we parody all cultures here in America because that's what we get to do as
Oh,
Americans,
that's right.
as the great melting pot. So we just do things that are not that culture,
Like throw plates on the ground.
like throw plates on the ground. And what do we yell? Come on,
That's a spicy meatball.
no,
No, meatball's Italian.
yeah.
Okay.
You say that's a spicy euro.
Oh dang, this lamb is a real flavorful. But in your best Greek accent.
Everything's slipping my mind. What's the thing on the the rotisserie? You know what I'm saying?
With what rotisserie?
Shawarma? There we
Shawarma?
go.
There's a lot
That's
of.
a nice shawarma.
That is not Greek.
That's not
It's
Greek.
also not
No.
Greek.
Well, what is that?
It's like Middle Eastern, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
It's like
specifically
Persian
to
or
where
something like that.
Persian, yeah.
Yeah, because Persia doesn't exist.
Dude, shawarma's a good time.
Is it actually? It's
Shit,
like
you're
isn't it like isn't it just like a vegetarian paste that's like cooked on a spit?
Oh.
No, shawarma
Elliot knows.
is like lamb.
Is it lamb? Lamb's good.
It's typically lamb or chicken.
Okay. I like that.
It's like cut of meat,
super
basically.
delicious. I just hit that.
Oh, it's
S really
falafels
hard.
that like
Falafels,
Yeah,
the-
that's
the
one that's just
vegetarian
like
thing.
like chickpea mash
Which
or
are
whatever.
good.
Chickpea, yep.
Falafels are really
Yeah,
good.
falafels are okay. I like gyros though. If I'm gonna get the lamb,
Mhm.
I gotta eat the gyro.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta get my mutton in, my daily allotment of mutton.
Yeah. I feel like if I was in certain parts of the world or even certain parts of this country,
Yep.
saying what I'm about to say might get me killed. But I feel like shawarma and gyros, they're just generally the same idea.
Stay right there. I'm getting my gun.
They're just generally the same idea.
They're not.
Don't you rotate gyro meat on like a big cooker too?
Yeah, but it's not
And
like
then-
lathered in the sauce.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Okay.
like a dry
But, like, it's-
seasoning.
Thinly sliced meat, stacked up, and then thinly sliced again, served in a flatbread.
It's not really thinly sliced. It's,
Hey, all I'm saying is,
gyro looks more like a giant chicken nugget when it's on the spit than like sliced meat stacked up on itself.
okay. Oh, yep. Okay. No, I understand now.
Yeah. It's a little bit different.
Hey, that's why they call America the melting pot of the world.
The melting
That's
pot
right.
Of the world where we get to make fun of other people's cultures in the same way belittling ourselves. Yeah.
So, Levi,
Levi,
you
your
got
turn.
anything to share with us?
Yeah,
this
it's your
week?
turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
We filled up our 20 minutes.
Go ahead.
You
What, I
fill
get
the
20
next
more
40.
minutes?
No, you
Oh,
got
so-
40 minutes.
Okay. What do we tell? What do we share? I had the glorious task today of helping clear out a garage full of stuff that both
Wonderful.
shouldn't be there and is garbage, and I had no attachment to. So it was actually really satisfying to just, you pitch crap, right?
Yep. Okay.
And so, but like first we're like, all right, we gotta do our part, So
I'm
I was
doing
doing
my
this
part.
for work, right? And you gotta do your part. So we're bringing a load to, it's Savers to donate, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And so we fill it up, and we're getting ready to go, and get everyone piled into the van, get the trailer going, get on over to Savers. I make a few jokes about unnamed gas station that's the greatest gas station known to man.
We can name that.
We can name
It's
Quick Trip.
Yeah, it's just Quick Trip.
it's like-
Okay, Quick Trip is the greatest gas station known to man. Make a few jokes about Quick Trip on the way. We get to Savers, start unloading this thing. They're taking everything because that's what they do, except for, we discover actually as we're kind of pulling this out, is one of my coworkers. We pull these tiki torches out. And she's like, "Oh, I kind of want to keep these. I think these are someone else's. So,
Okay,
all
yeah.
right. So, we're not going to donate those." And then, as it turns out, we just dumped them in upside down with the tiki oil containers still in them. and so we covered this desk and these lamps in kerosene. So
Well, now it's
there's
just time to light them up.
Wow.
Oh, I know. So we just covered this crap with kerosene. So it's like, all right, I guess we can't donate these anymore because they're just bombs, basically, at this point, in the middle of the world's largest drought of all time. So we have these bombs, world's largest drought. We don't even get to donate this couch to, so we might as well cover that in kerosene and burn it anyways. But then we make our way on back. Fill it up with garbage. So we got a full trailer full of garbage. And it turns out the dump isn't open on Mondays. And
What a
so,
time to not be open.
I know, right?
on a
It's
Monday.
like, why can't I just throw my garbage away? So they're not open. So we're like, all right, whatever. We'll save it for tomorrow. And then I stop and I think for a second. And then I turn to Tony. And I'm like, Tony,
Hey, Tony.
we made like it just hit me that we had this trailer full of garbage and kerosene. It was literally the worst, and it's gonna cook overnight in the heat.
Yep.
It's the worst trailer of all time.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the moral of the story. We have a bomb of a trailer with a bomb of a smell.
Nice.
Where'd you leave the trailer?
Oh, it's just in the driveway. Because they're gonna deal.
I
with
always
it tomorrow.
forget that you work in a house.
Yeah, it's literally a house.
Uh-huh.
Don't tell unnamed Lake City that.
Yeah, you'll get in trouble.
Probably,
Yeah.
almost for certain. Yep,
So
that was
it's all
my
right.
that was my 5 minutes.
We
right
pay
there.
our mayor $195,000 a year anyway to do nothing. So
That's right.
we can.
Greatest mayor of all time. Am I
Greatest
right,
mayor-
Elliot?
Yeah.
Someone with no disrespect or hate at all for one person in this whole planet.
Yeah. And definitely someone who didn't decide to take all the COVID money that was given to the city by the state and go, you know what? Our air conditioning unit's 8 years old. Time to upgrade it completely.
It's
What?
true.
You have forced air. Why do you want like central air? Your forced air is better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. You okay over there, Elliot?
I don't even want to get started on it.
No, come on. Let's go.
I don't even want to get started on it.
Do it.
That's a different episode.
So
You're
the
right.
mayor,
Okay, we got him.
the mayor of Lake City has a personal vendetta against me.
Okay.
She started this. I don't know why, but I'm gonna be the one to finish it. All right?
Okay. All
You
right.
hear that?
Yeah.
Listen, this started. I don't know, probably closer to like 22 years ago. But the first interaction I remember was actually just like 2 years ago or so. And basically, what had happened was I had parked my my car on the wrong side of the road for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I parked it over there, and I went inside, and I was just gonna grab something. And when I came back out, guess what was there?
No car.
It was a parking ticket.
Oh.
They didn't take the car. I would have been really mad at that. I
Yeah.
probably would have cried, and then just executed a plot to overthrow the government or something. Hypothetically speaking.
This is
That's
all
right. Nothing
a
is
joke.
being executed.
But basically, I got this ticket, and I was just super pissed. But to be fair, I mean, I was like in the wrong, but also I know the mayor has been watching me the entire time, because whenever I do
Of course,
one little
yeah.
thing to mess up,
There
city
she
employees
is.
are always on top of me.
She's always there.
Also, I remember what really made me mad now. This was... So do you remember, was it 2 years ago, the weekend after Thanksgiving, when it dropped like 24 inches of snow in 24 hours?
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't I text you guys to go dig my grandma out of her house?
The most insane. Definitely didn't do that.
Big blizzard.
Yeah.
I was out of town.
Oh, yeah.
Basically what had happened was big snowstorm, dropped a whole bunch of snow, and I was on shoveling duty, and I was all over it. I'm like, I'm going to shovel the heck out of this driveway because I got to get it cleared for the pedestrians and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I get into
The
work.
sidewalk, you mean?
Yep.
Same
I got to
thing.
get it cleared for pedestrians. What did I call it?
A driveway.
That doesn't
It's
matter.
was the driveway for
Oh, okay.
pedestrians.
I like to drive on the sidewalk anyway.
Yeah, the
but
sidewalk.
that's why the
I
city
gotta get the
hates me.
sidewalk cleared for the pedestrians. So I get out there, just start working my shovel, working.
And he's looking
1
good.
hour goes by. I'm still working. I'm only about halfway done. There's 2 feet of snow on the ground. What
Yeah,
am I supposed to
of
do?
course.
The city's entirely shut down. I am obviously the only one who's trying to clean it out at the moment
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a responsible citizen, or I was until I was radicalized. Thank you.
Thank you, city government, for radicalizing all of us.
But what had happened was I got it all cleared out, and I'm like, that's a good day's work. I'm going to go fall asleep because that was like 40,000 calories of work right there by itself, just shoveling that snow. And then what had happened, a couple days went by, and then the plows came through. They finally got around to our road. And what they did was they just took all the snow and they pushed it right onto my sidewalk area that I just
No.
spent hours clearing out.
I remember that.
Oh
And I
yeah,
was like, that's not my responsibility to clean out. You put that snow there, you can remove it.
yeah, that's fair.
And what had happened was essentially nothing really came out of it. I was just really mad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you just not move the snow and
No,
then get in trouble?
it just stayed there for the rest of the
It did.
winter.
Wow. Yeah, I mean that's fair. You do your job as a good citizen, which they tell us to. I just read in my entryway. My landlord has like some city pamphlets that get delivered.
Yeah.
And one of them is like, make sure you sweep the road, the actual road in front of your house, and then try to pick up any garbage that's in the drains.
What?
It's like we have multiple street sweepers.
Mm.
I know we do because I've seen 3 on this road in one morning next to each other. I'm not sweeping the road for you at all. Never. I'm never sweeping the road for you. I'm not weed whipping around the fire hydrant. I'm not.
I pay taxes.
Yeah, I pay my taxes. I'm not doing that.
If
We
you-
have like the highest sales tax for a city like in our state. Cuz
Yeah.
like
It's like 2% tourism.
2% tourism, that's like 7% sales tax.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's yikes.
Well, it's like 12,
Yeah,
depending on where you go.
depending on where you go, it's like 12, which
It's-
makes it a real
it's 10 to
pain in the
12.
butt when you want to buy the best backpack they have, like ever, because there's a really nice place that makes like handmade canvas backpacks that every college student at Lake City University wants, if not has.
I got mine.
And I have mine. I have like 2 of them. I've got like 3 or 4 Duluth Pack things. They're great.
Dude, sick.
Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, they're already expensive. Like for the little stuff. I'm not paying 12% tax.
Is a backpack not clothing?
It's not technically not clothing because it's an accessory.
Dang.
Yeah, so it's like it's like minimum is like 7% like tax on it.
Yeah.
Because then there's like a 9% food tax or something like that. It's nuts. Because food is nuts. Because it's underneath tourism and they make money off their tourism.
Yeah, I've seen a breakdown of it before. I
It's-
know,
it's
like
actually
like
nuts.
state tax is like state sales tax is like 0.5%.
It's like nothing.
And then there's a county tax and there's a city tax and then they have, I think, food and tourism tax as well.
Is insane.
So it's like there's a lot of brackets. You fill the brackets.
Like it's a reason why we all cross the bridge to go drink.
and all I just
I
want
mean, not
buy
all of us
things.
or buy anything.
Or go to
just all I
other
gotta
town
say
nearby.
is, with all this money, what are they doing with it?
Clearly, they're not shoveling
Because if we-
sidewalks or sweeping the streets.
Shoveling sidewalks, sweeping streets, or even maintaining streets.
Oh yeah, no. And when they do decide to maintain streets,
Mhm.
what do? Oh, they close every street within 3 miles on how to get from one road to the next that's like parallel to it. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yep.
It's
That's
nice
right.
having to drive half a mile past my work to do a U-turn so I can turn into my work because they've shut down every road before that.
Mhm.
That's rough.
Yeah, it is. It sucks.
Welcome to Lake City Variety, everybody, where we rant about Lake City,
Yeah.
or at least the management of it.
Did you guys hear about how Lake City was selected by Domino's to be given a grant for road improvement?
Yeah. It's
This
like the
was a
Domino's
couple of years
pothole fund
ago.
or whatever it is.
Yeah, Domino's was doing this promotional to fund like local city governments in order to improve roads.
Which, by local city governments, they mean like populations of like 10,000,
Mhm.
populations of 5,000.
The fact that
There's
they chose
85,000 people that live here, and they decided to give us money because our roads are so bad that it's actually
Garbage.
slowing down their delivery time.
Right. That's pretty smart promotional, though.
Yeah, it's like, we'll
Get-
fix your roads.
wrecked Lake City.
Yeah, come on.
Also,
Be better.
as somebody who studied civil engineering, it would cost way too much money to get good roads.
Oh, yeah, like a lot. But can we really like stop re-bricking? I mean, I like the brick roads.
Yeah.
I think they're really
nice.
fun. They're really nice. They're great to drive on. They're great to walk on. I really like the brick roads.
It's an aesthetic too.
Why do we? My mom grew up in the city.
Mm.
My grandma grew up in the city. My great grandma and grandpa grew up in the city, and then like my great great grandparents immigrated to the city.
Nice.
Like all of us have been in the city for at least a small amount of time. They have put down the bricks, got rid of the bricks, put down the bricks, got rid of the bricks, paved over with like just pavement.
Yep.
Got rid of the pavement, put down bricks again. Got rid of the bricks, put down pavement. Got rid of the pavement, put down bricks. They did that like 9 times in like 50 years.
So that's what I call.
That's
We just
good
need it.
city. Yeah,
Just get rid of it.
yeah.
Who needs
know what?
government anymore?
Domino's, you should buy Lake City.
You could probably afford it.
Please.
Domino's, make a
Jeff
proposal
Bezos,
to buy
buy
and
Lake City.
manage Lake City.
Elon Musk,
Just buy it.
Elon Musk, please buy us.
Elliot Musk, please buy Lake City. You can manage it better.
You could do so much better than this garbage.
Bring back the trolleys.
Yeah, the trolleys were cool. They were like
Amen.
they were 50 cents. They were cool. They were awesome. You know where the only trolley is? It's in like the most touristy part. And you know how often it runs? Like once every 2 weeks.
That's really sad.
Yeah, you have to like plan on your day around it. And it's like it used to be just like all the time and all the way through downtown and the tourist part of town. And it was like cheap. It was real cheap. It was really cool.
Imagine being that guy who drove the trolley.
Yeah. Well, because it's not like how trolleys actually were, where like they had rails or anything. A long time ago, they had rails.
Yeah.
But
used to have
they were
them
just like aesthetically pleasing city buses.
We also had those incline trolleys that just raised their way up the hill like this.
Yeah, those were cool.
Those are over by Lake.
Yeah,
Nice.
they were cool.
You just call it Lake?
Lake
By Lake, yeah.
Oh, the
Avenue.
nice. The
Yeah.
road.
They closed that road down one time so they could have a ski race. They just like filled it with snow.
That's actually pretty tight.
Yeah, my uncle was in it. That was pretty funny.
That is super tight.
They're never going to do it again. Also, my go-to joke during college, I don't remember if you remember, like, my Elliot, my freshman and sophomore year, when I'd say, yeah, my plan is just to one day take a saucer down Lake Avenue. And just if I hit a car, I hit a car.
Yeah?
That's the way you go out. This is
You
just
actually easily could have done that. Like the
Oh,
big
the Mega
storm.
Day?
you
storm.
easily
You could
coulda
also
done
just
that.
It was-
longboard down
it was
it,
over.
too.
Yeah.
It
And
was
then if you
over
hit a
the
car?
weekend.
Well, the best
Yeah.
part is there's a clinic at the bottom.
It was like, keep the doors open. I'll check myself in.
Just I will be coming slamming through into your front desk. Just leave those doors open.
The can you do anything for 2 whole legs of road burn?
I have no skin from the waist down. I'm gonna need some grafts. Yeah.
For any of you who cannot see, since this is just a auditory media,
Yeah.
Elliot shook his head up and down really, really fast for a little bit,
Yeah. He's going.
and now he's burping.
Oh, you should do that into the microphone.
No, I won't.
Do it in the,
I
because then they
really-
can't blame me.
I really enjoy being in a relationship. Highly underrated.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Not yesterday, but the weekend before. Went to your parents' house.
Yeah,
That was
a lot
fun.
of fun.
That was cool.
That's good.
That was a full adventure that week.
Yeah.
The first time having new girlfriend over to the parents' house.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there was a little preview night, or it was after your guys' reception.
Yep.
Where,
I was there. I saw the
Levi
preview
was there
night.
for that
That was
night.
the preview night?
That was like the first time she was actually officially at my parents' house.
She
Dude,
played
that's
it off
cool.
really well. I didn't
Yeah.
think it was anything out of the ordinary.
But did she play it off as well
You
as
know,
I
she-
did for the first time at your parents' house?
I don't know. She didn't. I don't think she instantly became best friends with my dad. So she probably didn't play it off that well.
I
But
went
she
inside
played
to
it
go
off
get a bottle
pretty
of
well.
water or whatever, and I just hung out with your dad for an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, how'd she do? She did well?
Oh, for sure. I mean, she's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that just because she's now listening to the podcast.
I know, because you have to. Yeah.
No, I would say that regardless, anyways.
Okay.
And
That's good.
I don't know. she's just really cool. My parents both really like her, which is really awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
You know, she's pretty laid. She's a pretty laid back person, of course. Not much rattles her,
Yeah.
you know. And no, she played it cool. And then I don't know. She's really cool.
Yeah.
I think she internally was geeking out a lot and just like super excited. But
Yeah. That's cool.
I come from a little bit more quiet of a family,
She did.
especially compared to hers.
Yeah.
So she played it off cool. And
Yeah.
then just to have her there that week to both my parents were working over the week, so we would watch like my little siblings and we'd go out on like day adventures and like go to the zoo or go on a hike or go for a bike ride or stuff like that. So just to be there to have her hang out with my siblings and just kind of have her in the hometown. It was really cool.
Yeah,
And the
that
night
is
of
cool.
the party to have it was honestly like the perfect party for me. Like how everyone kind of arrived in waves and then also kind of left in waves meant that like with each person I got to say like, you know, I got to have like a little special moment to welcome them. And then went around and had like little special moments with them at the party. And then since everyone left at different times, I got to say goodbye to everyone. Like very personal and individualized as well.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
It was just, yeah, it really worked out. And it was a really good number of people for me. I know like, I don't know. I'm just not a big party kind of guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just kind of like a little more laid back stuff. So it was a really cool party. And then let's see, I went to a wedding with her on the Sunday after that, and that was super cool. It was in Pepin, Wisconsin.
Nice.
Which shout out to Pepin if y'all haven't been there.
Never been.
Super beautiful little town. It's like just in like the real Bluffy area. It's on the Wisconsin side, but it's pretty close to the Minnesota border.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how close, but it's just like that real hilly part, real beautiful part of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And the venue was gorgeous. It was just tucked away in this back valley. We were on dirt roads for probably like 10 minutes to get out to it, and it's just tucked away in this back valley. And then all around, it's got like these beautiful rolling hills filled with corn, or it was mainly corn.
Whatever that other
choice
garbage
choice
crop is.
grain.
But yeah, it was this really like beautiful farmhouse location, super cool wedding venue, and then just, you know, dancing my heart out.
Yeah.
Just being a fool.
Yeah.
Love doing that all the time too.
Dance until your clothes come off? Or
Maybe not that far.
Not
However,
that joyful?
I did get grinded on by a guy who I had no idea who he was. And then,
guy?
yeah.
I was going to say, that's a bit bold for even Ruthie.
And then, like, Ruthie had no idea who this guy was either. So she was asking around, and she, like, asked the bride, and the bride asked the groom, and neither of them had any idea who this guy was.
So
I-
some rando just grinded on you?
He so
Good job.
like her family and myself included, and then like the younger group of kids were the sober party. So we don't drink, and then we get out there and we just dance and we have a good time, being sober. And this guy came up, obviously liked my energy. He came up to me and we were in a circle, and he's like, "Hey, we should go in. We should go into the middle." And I go, "Yeah, sure, okay," because I'm not about to be a downer for this guy.
Yeah.
I could smell the alcohol coming off of him.
Yep.
Which, you know,
Now you just kind of roll
just
with
an
them.
observation.
Yeah.
I'm not judging.
It's not a
him.
judgment.
I'm not judging him at all. But he's having a good time out there, and I go, "Okay, yeah, I'll go out. Well, what do you want to do?" And he goes, "You know the paparazzi?" And I go, "Like, you mean the Lady Gaga song? You know, like dit, 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 or you put your hands around your face like that?"
Yeah.
Which I don't know if it's actually the paparazzi's dance, but completely different from what he did. So I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay, let's do it." And so we get out in the middle, and like I start dancing around in the middle, doing like what I think the paparazzi dance is, from when I watched the Lady Gaga video like 10 years ago. And basically what he starts doing is he puts his arms out, and then puts his legs in a wide stance, and then just gets up on me, and he's like just dancing around on me. And I'm like, and I'm trying to play it off really cool because like, basically, I'm not going to make a problem out of this. It's just kind of funny that it's happening, but I'm also very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm looking around the circle. I make eye contact with the girlfriend, and I'm like, I give her the help me eyes, which,
Yep.
help me. And basically, she's like, no, I'm just going to let this play out. You've gotten yourself into this problem. You can sort it out.
Oh, no.
So... yeah, we go on for that like a little bit.
Don't
longer,
enable behavior.
and then I just like kind of
Levi's an enabler.
just kind of like start.
No,
bopping
don't enable
off to the
behavior.
side.
See, that's what Ruthie did. Didn't enable.
I start like bopping off to the side, just trying to get out of the circle. And he goes, "Yeah, that was awesome, man. Good job." He gives me a high five.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so yeah, basically, he was just up on me like that. I wasn't expecting it. I looked down at my shirt. It was kind of wet. He spilled beer on me. That one is a judgment. Did not like that at all because then I just smelled like beer for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
And that's just not a smell that I'm very fond of.
Mm.
But other than that, well, including that, real fun party. real fun wedding. There's this other thing that I did with like bougie wedding venues. When you go into the bathroom, there are certain accoutrements that you can expect.
Like the dude in there, or is this not good enough for the dude?
It's not a full dude, but they do have like a little prep table where they've got a bunch of stuff on it. Like they got some mints, they got some wet wipes.
They got a bowl full of prep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
wait, what the heck is a dude?
The dude? The bathroom attendant?
there's like
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Okay,
like the actual, like the
some
dude.
really high end stuff.
Like when you go and you're like, oh, this is going to be $300 a person.
Yep.
Yeah. That kind of dude. Also, imagine
Nice.
your whole job is just, I stand by the cologne in the bathroom. Want a mint? Here, have a paper towel.
Sir, I think you would smell great in this cologne.
I would just have to stand there with a can of Febreze. Just all day. Would you like some poopery? I recommend it.
Poopery.
But yeah, in the men's room, just a big bowl of breath mints.
Yeah.
And
How
I
many
go
did you
in there,
pocket?
like at the very beginning of the night, and I'm like, look at all these mints. Really be a shame if we ran out right now. And I grab a massive handful, and I'm wearing the shorts that I'm actually wearing now, and they've got big cargo pockets on the side of it.
Yeah.
So I stuff a handful of mints in my pocket.
Nice.
I just pocket it, and I've got like 20 mints in my pocket.
But now it just looks like you're putting things in your pocket. Looks like you got something in there. You got something.
A little bit, I could play it off pretty good. But
What, with a limp?
But yeah. But then they're out of mints for the night, and I not for the night. I'll get there later. But they're out of mints for the moment. And what I end up doing is like basically the girlfriend's little brother, just an absolute goon of a kid. Super funny, but just in like little brother vibes. And he just can get like frustrated sometimes, and it's easy to get like a reaction out of him, which is kind of fun. But he's a really good sport about it too. So basically, what I end up doing is I spend like the next hour just like slowly giving him mints. I'd like ask him if he wants a mint, and he go, yeah, sure, and I'll slowly take one out of my cargo pocket and be like, here you go.
Yeah.
And I reach back into the cargo pocket, grab another one, never breaking eye contact, of course.
Yeah.
But I just keep emptying mints into his hand. He's like, where did you get all of these? And he's really confused. And I go back into the bathroom later in the night, and the mint bowl's refilled.
Yeah.
Which means my cargo pocket is refilled.
And the bowl is now empty.
It's just,
And now the little brother is refilled.
so, I just actually cleaned cleaned house at this place.
You just walked home with a free bag of mints.
Exactly.
Do you still have
I don't
them?
see any.
Yeah,
No,
dude, you
I
mints
actually
any?
got rid of the last of them today. I found, like the last, I had 5 left in my pocket when I put these on today.
I'm going to cry.
Yeah. We just reloaded on our wedding snack that we had at our reception.
Yep. I just have one of those.
Yeah, the fruit cups. What?
He doesn't have any mints for me.
It's okay. You'll be fine. You're a big boy. Want a freezy?
No.
Let me check.
He's groping around at nothing. You can see it. How deep
it's
is that
not in
pocket,
there.
dude?
I know.
Holy
How
cow.
deep the pockets are.
For
Yeah.
us.
How vast beyond
That minty
all
flavor.
Yeah.
How
That would
deep
come
the
through our
pockets love for.
sinuses.
See, this is why we need the phone plugged in.
Mm.
Yeah.
So we could.
Do we have a soundboard yet that we can play wacky?
We've only made enough for each of us.
sounds?
We've only
There it is. Here, let me hit the button again.
hit the Foley board. We only made enough for each of us to make $5 last month. So
Mm.
Well.
after paying taxes.
That's it.
Yeah, because apparently we make enough to pay taxes.
And I can make soundboard noises.
He's a Foley board.
That's right.
He's a Foley man.
Here, let me
Don't
try.
know what a
Let me
Foley
try
is.
another one of the buttons. What does this one do?
He's in a car now, and he's driving.
Well, guys,
What does this one do?
oh, that's a pretty realistic cry.
That's a good one, yeah.
Get that one.
Well, I wanted to kick his knee, but I couldn't reach that far.
Got him.
You just have to settle for throwing the pillow right at his face.
Right at his face.
It hit me in the face.
Yeah.
My glasses face.
Oh, yeah, you guys both. We all used to have glasses at one point. I'm a traitor.
It's okay.
I took a laser to my cry balls, and now I can see.
I've been looking into that.
It's extremely worth it.
Yeah?
Actually. I recommend it. The doctor that did mine also did my dad's 17 years ago. Well, 18 years ago now, but 17 years before I had mine done. So I was like, yeah, I know this is gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm looking at either paying off student loans or spending money I technically don't have on LASIK eye surgery.
LASIK eye surgery is real fun, but getting rid of those student loans will be better in the long run.
That's what I'm thinking.
Dude,
I can hold on to glasses. for
why
a
you
couple more
quit your
years.
job
That-
when you have just thousands of dollars of debt is
To be honest, fast food work, not going to pay that off, though.
no, it's gonna pay for a roof over your head though. Are you draining through savings now? What's the plan?
No, I'm doing pretty good.
Okay.
I'm very low maintenance.
We did put, at least I put on the Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
I put one of the stretch goals to be $350 for your rent.
Nice.
Hey, if we can get it, we can get it.
Yeah, if we can
It's
get it, we
true.
can get it. If not, whatever. $1 a month. We do extra videos on patreon.com/Lake City Variety. There's already, well, not videos, but extra audio. There's already a bonus clip. We had our friend Bruno, friend of the show. He's on the bonus from
it's
last
a good
week.
bonus.
It is a good bonus. It's pretty fun.
And you'll hear this week's bonus, too.
If you put in that at least $1
That's right.
a month. It's not a lot, but it's enough to actually justify all this equipment.
Say that again.
Yeah. But
So, Levi,
So, Elliot.
tell us about LaCroix Blackberry.
All right.
yeah, you were
So-
the one to sample that.
It's true.
My
Okay.
wife picked up a new flavor.
So, as someone who has slowly over time, so there's two phenomenons that are going on here. First one is,
Number one.
I really,
Phenomenon A.
really, really enjoy the carbonation that comes from any kind of carbonated beverage. And the second one is, I hang around a lot of, how do you put it? Like almost midlife people, like 30 to 40-year-old
Mhm.
people
Yeah, okay.
who are in a certain subset of culture that really, really like sparkling beverages. And so I've accumulated
Middle class
a nice.
white people? Is that what you're saying?
What'd you say?
Middle class white people?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay.
Basically, or the middle class pastors, anyways.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Which middle class
What's your-
pastor is like lower income regular person.
Yeah, yeah. And so I've accumulated this palette of sparkling beverages, LaCroix being one of them. San Pellegrino's also very good.
Hey, this the magic green stuff.
The magic green
You
stuff.
had that. I gave you that, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
it's expensive.
It's extremely good and so expensive.
Yeah, it's really good though. I mean, expensive for us compared to like regular things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
So,
it's hard to justify it when your grocery budget's like $200 a month.
Yep.
Oh, can I afford a case of San Pellegrino? No, I cannot. Not even a little bit.
Can I splurge? Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do I want to?
Well, I could pay rent this month,
I can pay rent this month.
or I could fill up my fridge with the green liquid.
Or our next stretch goal is $20, so we can buy a
It's
case
$28.
of $28, so we can buy a case of San Pellegrinos.
Hopefully, my brother has gone and done his Sam's Club membership, so I can use mine. For some reason, ours are linked
I also
together, and
have
he has to
mine,
get
too.
his first.
Do
Do you have yours through work?
Well, my parents pay for it.
Yeah, my grandma
I'm,
would
like,
give it to my brother and
Hitched
I.
onto it, yeah.
But like my brother has to get his first because technically I'm hitched onto him,
Weird.
which is annoying because he never goes and I go all the time.
So, anyways,
And the last time I was in line at Sam's Club, they were just actually so mean that I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna, I don't need to be here, and so I just like left the stuff and walked away.
dude, get ganked.
Yeah,
You don't get our money, Walmart.
Sam Walton, well the Walton brothers because Sam Walton's dead.
Goodbye, Walton.
I mean, don't be so kind about it. He was kind of a
Well,
Kind of destroyed
radio
American
sounds.
small business.
yeah, like and then Amazon destroyed his business, so get ganked.
Someone can do it better. That's our story here.
Yeah,
And better isn't always better.
listen, we need a small loan of $1 million to start
Oh,
up our
right.
own Amazon.
That's right. I'm going to create a real estate business.
where you can
and
buy
never pay
houses and have them
taxes.
delivered.
We can buy houses and have them delivered.
You know, it's Amazon, but for houses. So it's
Houses on?
no, you can't call it something like that.
Well, we could.
It's
I mean,
we call it Nile.
call it what?
Nile, because I mean he has the Amazon, we can have the Nile.
There we go. But we call it Nile, and then Amazon buys our business and then calls it Houses on. And they would pay us so much money
For
I
houses
think
on.
For house. Well, I mean, it's Nile.
Yeah,
Like, we
it's-
have the Nile. you
We
know?
have the Nile.
But they'll rename it Houses on.
They'll-
I mean,
Rebuttal
come
to
on.
your idea. We build a Mecha Godzilla and then just fight Jeff Bezos. Whoever wins.
Jeff Bozo, is that what
Jeff
you
Bezos.
But you know the moral of the
Whoever
story, though,
wins
right?
gets to be the richest man in the world.
Thank you to all you customers and workers for making this possible. What a dick.
But like, just like the movie Godzilla versus King Kong.
Yep.
Never seen it.
Us making Mecha Godzilla
Uh-huh.
would make Jeff Bezos and like
I think you mean Jeff Bezos.
Jeff
Yes,
Bezos
Jeff
and like
Bezos.
some other mega millionaire, like
Mega millionaire. Come on, dude.
mega billionaire.
There you
like who owns Windows? Gates, Bill Gates. Like he and
Wilford Gatesum.
he and Bill Gates would team up and then beat our Godzilla, and then they'd like walk away from
Well,
each
no,
other
you have
with
to
a
pick.
truce.
So it's Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and Elon Musk, and then the three-headed one. They're king. What's the one with the G?
Godzilla.
No,
But my point is that they beat us. We make the
Godzilla.
Mecha Godzilla, and they beat us because they team up to beat us. And they beat us by buying us out.
yeah,
And we want that because
Yeah, we want
that's
that
a lot of
paycheck.
money.
yeah.
But anyways, so I've created this. I've gained this palette for sparkling
Oh,
waters.
yeah, we're talking about sparkling
And-
water.
He means taste, not just like an actual palette of something.
well, yeah,
Which I
like,
wouldn't put past him for getting an actual palette of something.
of sparkling water. I would drink it over the course of like a year, probably.
No, maybe like
less
2
than a
weeks.
year. 2 weeks, just a whole pallet. Just
I
like
have sparkling pee.
just this 1,000-pound pallet of sparkling
I
water,
have sparkling turds.
and it's called Black Raspberry. And I
Black raspberry lacroche.
I'm not like what I like the most about it is the carbonation, and so like the flavor's secondary, and it's also there. And I'm
Well,
like,
it is like hint of fruit.
yeah, so it's like lime, you know, like you taste the lime in there, lemon, you taste the lemon in there, you know, like pamplemousse, like a
That one's
made
weird.
that word up.
Have you had that one that tastes like the raspberry pie or not the lemon pie?
Like the hibiscus.
No, there's the yellow one in the fridge. Grab one of those next time. It tastes
Okay.
just like a lemon pie.
Interesting.
Like-
I've had there's like a
too
key lime
strong.
pie one, isn't
No,
there?
it's I don't know if there's a key lime one, but the
I
lemon
think
one.
there is. I haven't had the
Go
lemon
snag
one.
one of those.
Okay, I will.
That'll
At
be the
some point.
bonus tasting.
That'll be the bonus. The bonus episode will start with the tasting.
Yeah.
Anyways,
And I'll put my phone in there and just blast the Home Depot theme.
And so I had this black raspberry flavor, or this flavor of LaCroix, and I was like, this is probably the most flavor I've had in one of these cans, which is saying a lot, and also not saying a lot because there's not a lot of flavor in there. But it was very good. I'm very pleased with it. Would recommend
Yeah.
buying a whole pallet of it.
Yeah.
Hashtag LaCroix, we want you to sponsor us.
I'd accept that sponsorship.
I would too.
Um,
In a heartbeat.
like any sponsor really. We'll sell whatever you got. Yeah. It's about that time though.
Ready to plug it?
Yeah, let's let's do our intro because we have an intro.
I
Yeah,
kind of tried to
so,
do an intro, but then we didn't introduce ourselves.
Yeah, it's
Welcome
whatever.
to,
At this point, who cares?
Welcome to Lake City Variety. We're glad that you could join us today.
That's right.
Yeah, welcome.
As we're just getting started with our podcast, it's just coming to an end, so thank you for listening.
Yeah, find us on YouTube. We don't have a custom URL yet. We just need a couple more subs. By a couple more, I mean like maybe like we need like 50 subs so we can get a custom
Sweet.
URL.
That's
we
good.
have had a lot of watch time, honestly. We've gotten a lot of views, a lot of interactions on that.
Mm-hmm.
So YouTube, just search us, Lake City Variety. We've got a playlist. We've got of all our episodes on there, which is really handy if you just want to like crank them all out. Only
right.
takes you like half a day of
I know.
of your waking day.
We also have an Insta and a Twitter. Twitter's new.
Twitter's new.
No.
No followers on Twitter. Few followers on the Instagram, but Instagram.com/Lake City Variety and
That's right.
at capital L Lake, capital C City, and capital V Variety at Lake City Variety on Twitter. Give us a follow if you want. Retweet if you anything that you think is funny or any comments you have towards us. Just shoot a tweet at us and we might read it.
Dude, that or if you want to start farming our content for content, make a greatest hits channel. Do it.
Make a greatest hits channel. We're also we're on Anchor, anchor.fm/Lake City Variety. From there, you can find all of the links to our other shows. Patreon again, patreon.com/Lake City Variety. $1 a month gets you extra episodes of this show. So please sub to us on there if you not sub, but donate to us on there if you feel so inclined. You do not have to, but it would be appreciated. Helps pay Elliot's rent and helps pay for this equipment. Woo!
That's right.
We also are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anything you need, we're there. If you do
Where you are right now.
yeah, if you have like a custom player you built or something like that, because I do have friends that program things like that for fun, even though they're business majors.
Mhm.
You can plug the RRSS feed into whatever you need. But thank you again, all of you, for listening. Honestly, a lot bigger numbers for this show than I ever thought. I showed you guys the numbers, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. You did.
Yeah. It's like what'd you expect? Like maybe 6 people by now would be listening?
Well, it's more than 6.
It's
You're more than 6.
It's almost 100 times that, which is shocking.
Welcome to a growing movement.
Yeah.
I'm Levi, joined, of course, by...
Eliote
It's Elliot.
is Elliot, and I'm Paul. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.